My name is Heema Izzati. I'm 19 years old, turning 20 years old. I released my debut EP end of last year, and I'm currently on the cusp of embarking on a new musical project. I grew up in a very musical family, so I was always surrounded by different genres and different styles of music since I was born, essentially. My parents put me and my two older sisters into classical music lessons since I was very young. And by the age of 10, I had already gotten my grade 8 APRSM in the cello. I had been traveling regionally for competitions and competing a lot in Singapore. I realized my love for songwriting only when I was about 15 or 16 years old. After spending time in the studio and being able to be a part of recording, production process, I immediately fell in love with this. As someone who didn't watch that many local gigs growing up, I didn't realize the lack of venues in Singapore. And then those that actually want to hear artists play songs that may not be popular yet, that drops substantially, and there's just not a lot of places that want to hear that. It's a small country, so more than lesser venues, we also have lesser consumers and lesser audience members that want to watch us. And so I feel like the ecosystem isn't as self-sustaining as I would hope it would be. I think that we have a long way to go as a young country with a young music scene. A lot of my songs are about my struggles with mental health, something that I think is very apparent for Singaporean youth. In my song Foreigner, it started from the idea of imposter syndrome, but it kind of led on to talking about my struggles with anxiety. The one thing that always grounds me is performing live. No matter how anxious I am when I'm in the audience, the moment I get up on stage, I feel like it's my home. It feels so natural to me, being able to share my stories and connecting with people in that way.
I know now that there's a huge community of people that I am lucky that I can have the voice to speak for them. That's really lovely.
My mother used to be an artist. She used to be in a band called Culture Vulture. A lot of her lived experiences align with what I'm going through now.
First of all, being a minority in this country, the problems we face might be slightly different. In our home environment, we're always encouraging them to speak their mind on social issues, political issues. And there's another big thing that we consciously do with them is to do community work actually from very young.
Heartstrings is a social welfare program, a free music class that we hold in Toa Payoh South CC to give underprivileged kids access to music education. I founded the program with my two sisters. As much as we loved music, we just realized that music education was really expensive and there were so many people that did not get the joy that we were having.
Exposing them to community work from very, very young actually allows her to express her music the way she does.
I think that music does so much more than just teach music skills. I think that it teaches discipline, creativity. To see my students grow these skills outside of the class is really wonderful.
Stick around because we've got a change over for Heema to come on stage. Who's excited for Heema Izzati?
And I see comment sections of any local act. It's just this realization that we don't want to support them first. They need to be recognized by someone else first. I think people don't value us enough for them to be spending that $25 on us. If they were going to watch a music performance, they would go save $300 to go watch Taylor Swift or Bruno Mars instead. And I understand where that is rooted in. I just really hope that more Singaporeans realize the value in watching local events. Because I promise that when you listen to local music, you're going to realize that you like a lot of it.